Today we'll be opening up a Power of the Force Deluxe Boba Fett.
Hit it, hit it, hit it. Get it going. Take time. Take Two mothers went to the park. It was kinda dark. In the daytime, Carl and Ryan in the daytime. Carl and Ryan in the daytime. Carl and Ryan don't niggas come by them in the bush in the hip.
Go ahead, pop that.
Come
head.
on, you.
Come on, pop it.
Oh!
CCNRR fans, back in this mother, and we are gonna be on episode 3. So like us, subscribe us. We need comments.
Yes.
We need you to tell your friends about the CCNRR show. We're no longer new on the block.
No, we're starting to.
We do it all different.
We're veterans now.
We are veterans of the YouTube channel.
Yes.
We come collect with our Comtech chips, serious collectors.
Yep.
So on this episode, we're going to start talking about what was coming in 2020 and some of the goodies that you got so far. And I would have had something to show on this show, but as usual, it arrived destroyed.
Well, you have photos. We can show photos of it.
Yeah, we'll cut to some photos. And you can see. So let's kind of jump in.
All right.
And we'll go from there. So I had ordered the Vintage Collection Troop Transport, which is, harkens back to the original.
Let me get the original.
Yeah, why don't you show them the original?
Which one? Yes, I'll just grab whichever one.
It's the Troop Transport. It looks like it's over there. And top one to the right. There you go. So yeah, so I got this thing. I got it in the mail. It was in time for the show. And, as usual, comes
I'll be honest with you, I
destroyed.
think my box is in better shape than the one you got.
I think your box is. With tears and all, yours is still better than mine. So this is the classic Imperial Cruiser, much like the Troop Transport that they've made in the Vintage Collection box. They did make it sort of tailored towards the Mandalorian.
Which was, once again, really cool to see on the show.
Yes, it was very cool to see. Looks very similar. And I will show that, I guess, on a later episode. Yeah. But we'll cut to some pictures.
Clips. Yeah, you have damage shots.
Damage shots of me having to prove that it was destroyed.
Right.
But it's very similar in box size and the look of this guy. Basically the same. And we'll go through this, but like one cool thing here is that you see this opens up. The Troop Transport on the Mandalorian does as well.
Nice.
So $60 for that? Sucking me dry.
Yes, they
So
are.
I'll show that in a later episode for sure. So, what did you get?
So I got, now, because, boxes are everything now.
Boxes are everything. And we're going to go into this in a little bit detail a little later on.
I got 2 GameStop exclusives. It was the Heavy Battle Droid, and I got the Jedi Raven.
The Jedi Raven.
So the Jedi Raven is cool. The box, it comes in a purple box. The Heavy Battle Droid comes more in like a burgundy, brownish box, I guess.
Yeah.
And it has the little seal on it, the Gaming Great seal.
That's like a new subline of the Black Series,
it is.
right?
Black Series now is all about the boxes. Everything's about boxes. Just grabbing my, so this is an early, number 34 that came out a while back was the Darth Raven. And this is the Jedi version of Raven. So it's the light version. So he's in his light sheath.
So are we talking literally paint app changes?
I would say,
maybe a face change.
Looks like there's a little bit of a, maybe
slight difference.
Slight difference, but essentially, yeah, paint apps.
Yeah.
Same lightsabers.
You got some cloth.
He's got this lightsaber. Was I'm sorry. This one came with the lightsaber and the Sith lightsaber. This one comes with just a light one, which is the purple.
Gotcha.
Which is now available as a FX lightsaber. It's a big thing now. I guess that one just got released as well. So
interesting.
These came from GameStop. This is from Galaxies of Heroes, which is an online app game for your phone. This is from Battlefront 2. the heavy battle droid, and it seems like they're just going in their own direction with some of these Black Series figures now. There's a new one that just came out that's supposed to be coming out tomorrow at EB Games, which is in Canada. And that's the Stormtrooper Commander.
Wow.
It's a blue Stormtrooper, blue and white. He comes in a blue box with the same sticker, and that one's supposed to be hitting Canada, they said, tomorrow. I went to GameStop today, spoke with one of the guys I know there. There's nothing in their SKUs about this Commander yet. So
interesting.
I guess we're going to see the Commander at a later date.
Flip these around.
These were not available in store. These were online only, is what I was told.
Online only.
So you could not go into a GameStop and actually purchase these. This was strictly through their websites.
Wow.
These came in immaculate shape, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, this is mint.
Yeah, the boxes are like a flat black, if you've noticed.
Yes.
So which made me really nervous. It's a very flat back black with like the sheen on the side and the front.
Yeah.
It's a pretty cool box, but I mean, it's a battle droid, and it's just the 2 repacks.
Right, well, and I have to say, this battle droid comes with like literally.
Yes, a lot of accessories.
He's like a Terminator.
Yeah. So I mean, the Darth Raven, the Jedi Knight Raven is by far the cooler figure.
Yeah.
And I like the purple box, but that seems to be the new thing now, is just changing the boxes up.
Yeah.
Like I said, the other one comes in a blue box. It's a blue version, same box, blue. And on the side, instead of having where the card number would be, it just says Gaming Greats, and then it says the figure.
Gotcha.
So these 2 came in a few weeks back. Waiting for this other one to be ordered. But this is the first wave of 2020 toys that I got.
Gotcha.
These are the first 2 of this year that I've received.
Yeah, the first one for me was the troop transport from the Mandalorian, and that was already an epic fail. So let's go into what we can expect for 2020. So I guess we'll start off by saying you used to be able to go into any store, any toy store, and buy toys, right? Like that was what
a toy store was for.
So you fast forward, I know it's the internet age, and people like to order online and all that stuff. So then we went into, you can't find this stuff in the store anymore.
Correct.
You can only really buy it online. In some cases, you got to go buy it from secondary market.
Which is always fun.
Which is always fun. Now, Hasbro has pushed us further, so now you can't even order it online. Well, you could, but now you're ordering it like a year in advance.
It seems like they're almost doing it as like a pay-as-you-go.
Right.
Because they don't want the rehashed peg warmers anymore.
Right.
And the days of clearance toys, which is
true.
pretty much all of the Last Jedi, Solo, and Rogue One toys went straight to the clearance bins. Which is why you can find them at Five Below, Big Lots, which that never used to happen.
Right.
All right. So I think what they're doing now, it seems more that they're doing it as essentially you order it and then it comes out a year later.
Kind of like the Pulse, Hasbro Pulse.
With the barge.
With the barge, you basically, they'll make what people will buy.
And you know what? I don't have a problem with that if that's what they're truly going to do.
Right.
Because that will keep values if there's not that many out there floating around.
That's true.
But the problem is it makes them harder to find.
That's true.
If you can't get it when it first comes out over the internet, once they sold out,
you're gone.
You're done. You have to wait for a secondary market.
You're gone. It's a bit frustrating.
Well, and we had a lot of that this weekend.
That's true. So,
or the last, I guess, few weekends ago.
So I guess what we're going to do for the fans is, for those of you that are just tuning in and don't really know what's out there that's coming, the New York Toy Fair that just
it occurred a few weeks back.
Yep. Hasbro came out with a few new things for the Star Wars community. Now, it is worth saying that I'm starting to wonder if Hasbro is maybe trying to distance themselves a little bit from Star Wars, right? I mean, let's be honest. I mean, they've been sucking the life out of people for Star Wars toys since like their late 90s.
For 23 years.
Right. And the thing is that, we buy it, so it's our fault as well. But they've went all in on the collector, and they're kind of tapering back. I mean, they just can't produce this stuff anymore like they used to. Not for stores. Not for stores. So with the New York Toy Fair, let's give them a little bit of what to expect.
Okay.
All right. So
you want to start, or you want me to start?
Yeah, you start.
Okay. So Black Series is which I collect. Okay. So you have three collector lines.
Yes.
You have Black Series, Vintage, and Retro.
And Hyperreal. 4.
Well, Hyperreal, come on, dude. You're talking about dolls.
There's 2 figures.
Yeah, 2 figures that come out with it. They're $90. Nobody's buying them.
Right.
But I'm talking about lines, like
Right.
true lines.
Right.
So
Right.
you have Black Series Vintage. Those are your 2 big lines.
Right.
And then you have this new retro line that came out a year ago.
Right.
So, and they keep coming out with these like makeshift kid lines that are just failing miserably.
Right.
Okay? You've seen, what, 3 lines over the last couple of years now?
Yes.
They
Yes.
didn't do toy lines for the Rise of Skywalker because they knew they weren't going to go anywhere.
Right.
Rogue One, Solo, and Last Jedi
Nothing.
sold horribly.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
Because the collectors want the top tier toys,
Right.
and kids aren't going to spend $15 for a toy.
Right.
So that's the kind of the way it works.
Right.
So for the Toy Fair, their 40th anniversary is coming out for Empire.
And I mean, out of all these figures, they're pretty much all repacks.
I'm a little disappointed.
Yeah.
As excited as I was for the 40th when Star Wars came out,
Right.
I'm the opposite for this.
Yeah. So we're talking 13 figures are coming. You
Right.
can order
10.
pre-order 10.
Wave 1 and 2.
And these things aren't going to be available until August.
Correct. It's late.
It's late. It's late. And they're repacks and repaints.
They are. I don't think there's.
So-
Is there any out of the first 10?
No, so you're going to get Lando, a Rebel Soldier, which with a faceplate
That's
change.
with the faceplate.
Another R2, a X-Wing Luke, a TIE Fighter pilot, Bespin Luke.
So you're getting 2 Lukes.
They went full Luke.
Yeah.
They went full Luke.
You're gonna give us 2 Lukes in 13 characters?
Well, there's actually 3.
know.
There's another one. So you get a Bespin Leia, you get a Bespin Han, a AT-ST driver. I'm sorry, an AT-AT driver, and a Yoda.
Correct. Those are the 10 you can order off
Right now.
off the sites.
So I believe there's Boba Fett,
Exclusive.
which is hilarious.
Right, because that was the exclusive last time.
And then you're getting another Luke. You're getting Dagobah Luke.
Dagobah Luke.
And then there's one other one, and I can't remember who it is off the top of my head. But there's a third figure.
I don't remember which third
We'll have to look it up.
Well, and the thing is, and then there was a release, supposedly something leaked out that there's going to be a Cave of Evil 6-inch version now. That's going to be, right now it's only available, I think, in Canada. Which I don't know why Toys R Us in Canada is getting all these exclusives.
I don't know why either.
So it's supposed to be a Dagobah, Luke, and Yoda. So the repack of those figures you're going to be getting for the 40th are now going to be as a set, which I'm thinking is going to come in a 2-pack like they did with the Han and Greedo or the Han and Leia. You're buying the box.
Yes.
You're buying the box.
You're buying the box.
And there's a tag right there for it, the $59 tag. So it's a $59 order, which right now that's all they've come out with is just like, this is just what it is. They don't know yet. No photos.
The other one is Chewbacca.
You're getting
Which
we already have Chewbacca.
Another Chewbacca. So
essentially all repacks.
all repacks. So that's kind of a disappointment.
So those are the 40th.
Now here's the thing: they sucked me in with these vintage cards.
Right.
But what they did do is they also released a probe droid and a snow speeder 6-inch.
With
this
DAC.
is 6-inch.
I
with
can't
DAC.
imagine. I can't wait to see that thing.
That thing is going to be like this big.
Yeah.
And they kind of twisted the packaging a little bit and put a 40th
40th
symbol.
stamp on it.
So they lost me because I don't want to spend.
Well, then you're essentially
$200.
you're just collecting Black Series toys now.
Right. So that's your Black Series. Those are the big
Right. So you
things.
get you can order on the website.
Right.
Entertainment Earth, Dork Side, all these different sites.
Yep.
You can order the Wave 1 and 2 of the 40th. You can order the Black Series Snow Speeder with DAC, and you can order the Probe Droid.
Probe droid. So for DAC and the Snow Speeder, you're looking at June.
That's $120.
It's $120.
Probe
and
Droid
the
is
March $30.
$30.
And the Probe Droid's cool.
It is cool.
He comes with a stand.
Yeah, it is
He's
cool.
pretty sweet.
And I think I want to say those other 3 figures are probably going to be all exclusive to some kind of toy fair.
Probably so.
So look out for Comic-Con.
Right. And if they make Boba Fett another exclusive for Comic-Con, that's going to be pretty hilarious. Because actually, on the CCNRR show in season 3, we foresaw that.
Yep.
Yeah, we basically said you're going to get a, because we got corrected by a fan.
Right, because of the card back.
Because of the card back, we said, why would they make Boba Fett on a Star Wars card back when he came out on that, but
Right, but he's an Empire figure.
he's an Empire figure, right?
Right.
So that's Black Series.
So those are your Black Series that are up and coming Black Series.
Right.
Now, before you go to vintage, I'll go to retro.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Well, no, there was a rumor that they were going to do a Millennium Falcon for the Black Series.
No, you said that. You can actually ride in it.
Yes,
It's like a car.
And while you're talking about retro, I'm gonna show that picture that I sent you, which I thought was real, but
Yeah.
I guess I got a little
got
carried away.
bamboozled.
I got carried away.
Okay, so you got the other piece to the stuff that was released for Toy Fair is they are finally making a wave 2 of the retro line.
Yes.
Which I am a fan of the retro line because I don't collect vintage. So
Right.
for me, this is like my little piece of vintage stuff.
Right.
So I have all this first wave.
What they should have done is never brought back the vintage
Correct.
collection
And focused on a
done
true retro line.
On a retro line.
So wave 2, the retro line, is amazing because the first time they did it, they were Target exclusives, and then the game with Moff Tarkin.
Yes.
Okay, so
yes.
it was what, 6 figures or 5 figures? What was it?
It was 5 figures.
Was it
No,
five?
was it 6? It was Luke, Leia, Stormtrooper, Darth Vader, Han. That's it.
So it was 5 plus Moff Tarkin.
I said Chewbacca, right? If I didn't
Yeah.
say Chewbacca, then it was 6.
All right. Double
So
check.
so while you're
Let's make
doing
sure we get
that,
fact check.
this is the Black Series Millennium Falcon that they're coming out with. It's literally the size of CC's room.
All right. So here it is. It was Chewbacca, Leia, Stormtrooper, Han, Darth Vader, and Luke. So it was 6. Moff Tarkin came in the board game, which is where? I don't know where that is. I don't even know where I have it displayed. There's so much garbage in this room. Okay, so here's Moff Tarkin. Came with Moff Tarkin in the board game, and then Comic-Con gave you the prototype Vader. So,
yes.
So essentially, so it's really 8 figures.
The prototype Vader, which there's about 400 variants of that, right?
I'm not even getting me on that.
Yes, because they changed all the
technically there's
colors.
8.
8.
So 6 of them you could buy in the store. Then the board game.
Well, you mean buy in the store?
Yeah.
right.
The one day they had them in Target.
Yeah,
And
next
then
to the beef
and you could buy
jerky.
the Darth and you could buy the Moff Tarkin board game Escape
Right.
Death Star, and then the Darth Vader was supposed to be in store. Never saw it.
Yeah,
So those were online. So okay, so there's 8. So now they're having Wave 2, which
Wave 2.
is going to be
all Empire cards.
all Empire cards.
Yep.
And it's going to be, so I guess it's 6 figures.
Yes.
It's Boba Fett, which is already gone
Gone.
instantly. So the best part about it was they made instead of making it where I could walk into a toy store and buy these,
Right.
they're exclusive now to Walmart. They wanted to say, let's try Walmart, because Walmart is so good at staffing
Right.
their
right.
toys
We wanted to take this awesome collector thing
and make it hard to find.
and make it hard to find.
So now it's a Walmart exclusive, which the minute they put them up, they were sold out, which I wouldn't even order them on that website anyway.
Yeah.
Even if because we were talking and you're like, oh, they're available. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not even wasting my time.
Yeah, I mean, if you would have watched episode 2 of season 1 of the CCNRR show, you would have saw one of the many things that I've gotten from them destroyed.
I was not even going to waste
and
my
it's that
time.
Lando exclusive vintage collection from Skip.
So I have a contact I got Wave 1 from online. Came in the shipper box.
Gotcha.
Mint.
Mint.
So I'm going to order from him again. So
You get
Wave
those-
2 is what? Boba Fett.
Boba Fett,
You get Bespin Luke,
Bespin Luke, Bespin Leia,
Leia,
Bespin Han.
Han. You're going to get X-Wing Luke that comes in the board game.
The Empire Strikes Back turret
board game, which that you can order on any website, or
Yes.
Dorkside I think has it.
yes,
So I've already ordered that game. So
which makes no sense, but that's not an exclusive. For
and then
some
who
reason.
else do you get? You get Boba Fett, obviously.
Yeah, so that's at 6, right?
So it's 6 plus the board game.
yes,
Okay.
right now.
And you know there'll be some kind of prototype figure that comes
Right.
out. So you probably have 8
And
again.
you know what? They could do that Darth Vader again
Just-
because change the limbs a different
Might
color.
as well. So that's your retro collection.
Yep.
And you get Yoda.
Yeah, that's right. You do get a Yoda.
You get
And
Yoda.
you get a Yoda. He's got the, I believe it's the dark. Let's see here. It's the dark snake.
Oh, okay.
Or no, it's Hoth.
It's Hoth Han. So let's make sure we get this correct.
Yeah,
It's
let's
Bespin Leia, Hoth Han, Bespin Luke.
Yes.
Okay. Then you're gonna get Boba Fett.
Boba Fett,
You're gonna get Yoda.
Yoda. And then
And then you're
the
gonna
game.
get X-Wing Luke with the game.
Right. And it's worth noting that at least from the pictures, the X-Wing Luke,
Looks like a new mold.
it kind of looks like a new mold. It does not look like
The original
your-
one.
No.
No.
It you know what? I think they made it to be like for a snow speeder.
Mm-hmm.
And he comes with his harpoon gun.
Right. So that's your retro.
Yes.
So I've ordered everything I can order except for retro. I'll have to get that on the secondary market,
Right. Yeah.
which
So-
is frustrating.
So in vintage collection, It was pretty much a bust, and I'm not complaining.
They really didn't give you much.
They didn't give me much, and I'm not complaining because
What they did give you was garbage.
what they gave me was nothing but repacks, basically. So my head was spinning. So I got a Slave 1, which was an Amazon exclusive. That thing at the time, I don't know, was $75. We can go back and check. But this new one is $150.
Which is funny because it's $30 more than a Black Series vehicle.
Which makes no sense to me.
And I get a character.
And you get a figure.
I get a figure.
So you get a 6-inch figure and a big giant ship.
And my figure is not even a repack.
Right. For like
$120.
$120, so $30 cheaper. I get
a repack vehicle.
A repack vehicle. The only difference is that it has a stand that you can stand it up vertical.
Wow.
So I got that, and I got they released the images of 2 figures, which I almost had to laugh because one of them
I thought it was a joke.
I thought it was a joke. So the first one was a Jedi Luke.
Didn't we just do a review on Jedi Luke?
We just did a review on this Jedi Luke, which is now the 3rd one on a vintage car. So I was kind of scratching my head on that. And then you're getting a Gonk droid. Now the Gonk droid we got in one of the action figure 3 packs.
Mm-hmm.
And it was more the classic Gonk droid from, episode 4.
Right.
This one looks like they took the body of the Gonk droid and put a new head on it with some antennas.
Which removed.
Yeah, and the other Gonk did that
That comes off,
too.
yeah.
But so that's what they did. The genius of them is they just took the top piece off and put a new one on. So those were the 2 that they showed. Now, apparently there's some confusion online because it looks like there's actually 2 waves. There's 4 figures in each wave, and some of those figures, I guess, will be new molds. One of them is another clone trooper.
Well, I mean, why not?
I don't know.
You can never have enough clone troopers.
Never. So I will be getting 8 figures, but those. So just to give everyone perspective, that Slave 1 is not coming out until May of this year, and then the waves are not coming out till August.
Yeah, so I mean, you're talking months and months and months from now.
Months. I mean, all of the repack figures that they're doing throughout the year are like not until late.
Yeah, because retro's not until May.
Yep.
I mean, so yeah, they're really pushing some of this stuff back. Right. But then you keep hearing all these rumors. Now this supposes like they just unleashed, I guess, UPC codes. They found 15 new Black Series figures.
I did see that.
But is that for 2023?
I don't.
There's no way they're going to have those out this year. There's no way.
No, I don't
because
know.
I have a big catalog of pre-ordered Black Series I ordered last year.
Yeah.
Like 2 other waves I'm still waiting on. Think about it.
Yeah.
You have all this Geonosis battle stuff.
Yeah.
You have Commander Bly and all these other figures I've already ordered from 2019.
Yeah.
That was months ago.
Same with me. I've got probably $400 worth of
yeah,
pre-order
it's just
stuff
floating around
from last year.
Yeah.
And some from this year.
I've literally had to keep a tally on my phone, like when you go grocery shopping,
right.
And I put the day I ordered it and when it's expected because I've lost track
because
the toy gods don't keep up with anymore.
Right.
You can't keep up with what's actually real and not real.
It's not. So we want to say for the New York Toy Fair, like they're bringing back G.I. Joe, Ghostbusters, and this is all 6-inch.
This is all big.
So
they seem to be. Hasbro seems to be kind of.
Yeah. So the rumors are swirling that the 3/4 stuff is going away. It's kind of expensive to make. I know I've opened a couple of those things on the show. The TIE Fighter, the TIE Fighter I had broke twice.
Mm-hmm.
That
seems to be an ongoing issue.
Right. I mean, and they're cool, but they're
expensive and to break.
Yeah. So anyway, that's a little bit of what's coming up here in the future. So we want to have some stuff to review for the show, but it may be in 2021 when you actually see the shows.
That's true. I
Yeah,
mean,
we may
at
have to-
this rate,
Yeah.
at this rate, I think I should be getting stuff sometime in mid to late March, hopefully sometime early April. I
Yeah.
should be getting some waves.
Yep.
But yeah, a lot of the stuff that we've pre-ordered is all stuff that's summer and fall.
Yeah, I mean, they went full Luke on this.
They seem to be hyping up Luke for
I don't know.
everything.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't get him in 3 movies.
We got
I
20
guess.
minutes of him in the last 3 movies over the
Yeah.
last 6 years.
So I don't know. So just to show you this Gonk droid, let's see if why do you have an iPad 1? This thing is so slow.
I'm sorry, I'm not rich like you. I can't buy the latest technology every 5 seconds.
So
I don't know if you noticed, this room sucks my money out.
So here's your. So this is Entertainment Earth. Here's your little gonk droid. That's basically. He looks like he's doing a little tap dance.
It looks like he's got eyeballs on top of his head.
Yeah, that top part, the bottom part is basically the same as the other one.
They just give you a new top.
The new top there, and
That's $14.
$14 for that. There's your gonk comes off. But when I saw this picture here, I couldn't believe my eyes.
You talking about the Luke?
Yeah, this Luke.
I thought it was a joke.
Yeah, so this Luke is of course they retooled his face or whatever.
Yeah, well, who cares?
But who cares? So they gave you Luke on the vintage card when he's handcuffed, okay? And there's a variant of that one, by the way. They of course made the lightsaber and the handcuffs on different sides.
Do you still buy variants? Like
it's big, I'll buy it.
Yeah, I've given up on
like the Leia 164.
Right.
Versus...
Well, I mean, and I did the Luke, the 100 with the Luke Skywalker because his name was spelt wrong 6 different ways. I did buy the other version of the Luke.
Right.
But I don't deal with if his face is different. I'm done with those.
Right.
I'm done with that garbage.
Well, this is technically a new carded figure.
It is.
Because the card on this is the card from really Return of the Jedi. Like the one that they did originally for the vintage collection was like a new image. This is like the image that should have been there before.
Well, now you're gonna get it finally.
I can't wait. And they still didn't fix his hand.
No,
his hand
still doesn't. He still does not have the glove.
The glove on.
And we talked about that in an episode.
We did.
We went through all the original toys.
Yep.
Like that. Remember that one we pulled out?
Yeah. So.
Well,
there you go, folks. That's everything that's coming up. We didn't want to rant too much about this. It's a little sensitive. We're just coming off of this, but stay tuned.
Oh, one last thing.
All right. What is
There's also been leaks that there's going to be more carbonized Black Series figures.
Carbonized.
There was such a success.
Yes, and there was a leak that they were going to get them back in stock. And someone said, wait a second, a Mandalorian again on a carbonized
You know
card?
what, dude?
No.
You better hold on to your Mandalorians, people, because... I mean, those things came out, how many? In October?
In October. Can't ever find it again.
It's been 6 months almost.
Yeah. Well, you do know that the next Mandalorian that they're coming out with is going to be...
Beskar.
All Beskar.
Yeah, that's going to be the carbonized one.
Yeah.
It's going to be $150.
All right. We're going to go take our nighttime medicine, go to sleep, and maybe wake up and be in a better mood.
I'm a little angry now. See, we start talking about Hasbro, I get pissed.
When
we doing some more NECA episodes?
We got to do some... I got some NECA.
We'll do that next time.
We'll do that
We'll do NECA next time.
All right. Peace.